Yo, what's up, everybody? I had to lock in with y'all. Something was like heavy on my heart. I wanted to talk about. I've been seeing a lot of content creators, a lot of YouTubers doing videos saying, "Yo, just quit your 9 to 5, lock in on this content creation, and just go for it. Don't think about it. Just quit your 9 to 5." And yeah, that's a bad idea. I'm here to tell you. I'm gonna tell you a story, and after I'm done with this story, you're gonna realize, okay, that's not the best thing. I tell people to do the opposite. If you're trying to get into being a YouTuber, being a content creator, and really going hard with it, and that's what you want to do, I still recommend keep your 9 to 5. Let that 9 to 5 fund that dream. But I'm gonna tell you exactly why I say this. About like 3 years ago, 2 years ago, 2 or 3 years ago, I had a bunch of videos go viral on my YouTube channel, like back to back, back to back. Never seen anything like it. I was extremely blessed and privileged to have that happen, especially because at the time I only had like, I think 20,000 subscribers, 15,000 subscribers. And it literally blew my mind. I made more money than I ever made in my whole life. And I'll be honest, I was feeling myself. You know what I mean? I was like, yo, I don't need this 9 to 5. At the time I was at like a miserable 9 to 5. Like I hated like my job to the core, and this job had like a lot of supervisors that I didn't like, and it was to the point where one day I sat back and I was like, I'm getting yelled at by this supervisor, but low key, I'm probably making more than they are. I can make more than they can possibly make in a month. What they bring in a month, I can bring in 2 weeks, because at that time my videos were going really viral. I'm telling you, like I felt like I was living a dream. You know, felt like a real business entrepreneur, because YouTube is a business. You know, you got to pay taxes and everything. It's a business. It's a job. It's a business. I quit my job. I let it go. I quit my job. I did YouTube full time, but I didn't think of the dangers of quitting your job, going YouTube full time. And you're probably like, well, what's the dangers? You know, your channel was rocking, blah blah blah. You feel like a success story. You know, especially being a small content creator. You know, the small channels have it the hardest. You know, as far as reach, the algorithm pushing the videos. You know, feeling great. On a random day, I wake up, get in my car, I get like a email from YouTube. So I think it's just like maybe like an invite to some YouTube like event, or like just an update. Let me know more features are coming to YouTube Studio. You know, the typical like emails. And I check the email and it's like, YouTube has demonetized your channel. Basically, that's YouTube's way of saying you've been fired from the partner program. You're out of here. The smartest thing I should have done was immediately got my job back or got a new job. But I had saved up enough money. I was so addicted to the lifestyle and the freedom that being a content creator grants you, where you're waking up every day doing what you love doing, and you also have free time and flexibility, where if you want to spend all day with your family, you can. If you want to go on vacation, you can. You know, because you make how much money you want to make. It's what you're motivated to do. So at that time, I was like, what? I'm good. I am good. But I wasn't. I wasn't good at all. I was drowning in debt, and all the money I had from YouTube was just going to like me living off of it, you know, paying my rent, paying bills. And before you know it, I was broke, just like that. And then I had to backpedal try to get back in YouTube's good graces, meanwhile also trying to find a job. And it was just the most stressful time in my life. So that's some things people don't think about. You know, at any time, your YouTube revenue can be stripped from you. Your channel can be terminated. Everything you work for can be taken from you. So you never want to put everything into content creating unless you have multiple streams of income outside of YouTube. Because tomorrow, I'm telling you, it can happen. Tomorrow you can check your phone and you get an email. Hey, this is YouTube. We're parting ways with you. You know, if you got any questions, hit the Google team up and blah, blah, blah. You know, it could happen. So I say that to say, don't listen to these YouTubers that's saying, quit your job. It's so great. Follow your dreams. Just quit your job and you'll be fine. You got to understand, especially this is for the guys, the fellas, but this also can apply to women as well. But I'm just going to speak to the fellas right now. Like, I'm going to keep it a buck. If you're not a super hot chick, which we're not, we're just like average looking guys on YouTube. Like, if you're not a super hot chick, life is not in easy mode for you on social media. Like, you can't do like a video of you doing ASMR sounds and you're Twitch streaming in a bikini and you're getting views from that. It's literally a chick on YouTube that all she does is do stretches on her bed and she gets 500,000 to 4 million, 8 million views, all type of stuff. And it's like, and I'm not knocking that, because like if I was a hot chick, I'd be probably doing it too. I'd be leading everybody to my OF page and doing all type of different tactics. Hey, I got a YouTube channel where I'm stretching, I'm bending over. You know, look, you can't hate the player, you hate the game. So it's like, I'm not hating. I'm just letting people know it's a cautionary tale. Like if you're just an average looking person, no matter if a guy or a girl, if you're just average looking, you're going to have some type of a skill stands out, some type of personality that stands out. You're going to have to be very creative to have an audience. Like, a lot of these chicks that have these YouTube videos where they're like, oh, I quit my 9 to 5 and I'm happy, blah, blah, blah. You look at the thumbnail and it's literally like the hottest chick you've ever seen. You will literally think this chick is like a supermodel. So it's the same with the videos where it's like this extremely attractive woman that's homeless in her van. And she's like, I'm living in my van. I'm living in my van. And it's like teary-eyed. It is like 800,000 views in 2 hours. Everybody's donating money. They're trying to get her phone number. They're in her DMs. You know how, fellas, we down bad. It's 2024. We down bad out here. So it's one of those things where it's like, all that stuff is not going to fly if you're just some dude that's saying, hey, look at me, I quit my 9 to 5. Nobody cares, bro. Nobody cares, bro. So it's like, you got to have some type of skill. Look at like average looking people that's on YouTube that's killing it. They all are they either have extremely funny personality, they got it, or some type of talent that they're showcasing. So it's like, that's your only bet if you trying to do YouTube at a high level. So you got to keep that in mind, that it's going to be a slow grind for the average person that's just average looking. Even a woman I know it's women on YouTube and they're doing the same content as the attractive looking woman, and they're not getting the same views because dudes aren't coming to look at them just to stare at them. They're waiting like, okay, you got to really show me something. You got to really be entertaining. You got to really be good at educating. If it's a tutorial video, you got to really be kicking knowledge, because you're not that attractive. You're not just going to get tons of views just generated. Like, literally, I've seen videos where the thumbnail is just this gorgeous chick, and she says, "I'm giving up," and she's looking sad, and it's literally 1 million views. Everybody's like, "I will save you. I will save you." So it's like it's one of those. I hate to. I know I sound like a hater, but I'm just saying it's just part of life. It's part of the game. You know what I mean? Attractive people get free stuff. You know, it's attractive people in the world have life on easy mode, and it's downsides to being overly attractive too. But I'm just saying with YouTube, it's literally an automatic win. I say that to say, don't quit your 9 to 5, because this YouTube is going to be an up and down roller coaster. It's going to be highs and lows. You might have one video that does really good, and then you'll have 20 videos that do horrible. So it's like those type of statistics, those type of numbers, you're not going to be up in that upper echelons. Like, just think of Mr. Beast. There's only one Mr. Beast. You know, it's only one Marquez Brownlee. Like, it's only one. A lot of these, like a lot of the top tier YouTubers, they're one-on-ones. They're like the top 5%. So it's like, you're going to have a rough time on YouTube. You're going to have some highlights and you're going to have some lowlights. You're going to have some, oh man, I had this video, it did 100K. Then you might have a video, you only did 1,000 views. So it's like, it's going to be inconsistent even if you're putting your best effort in. Because if nobody's watching your videos, like probably nobody's watching this video, it really doesn't matter. It doesn't matter the LUT you're using, the camera you're using, the editing style you're using, how interesting, because the whole thing, if the algorithm's not pushing the video, nobody sees it. It's literally like a Lamborghini that's out in the middle of nowhere. If this Lambo is out in the middle of nowhere, it's still a Lambo, but nobody knows it's out there. Nobody sees it. It's a Lamborghini, but nobody knows it. So is it really out there? To the average person, no. Because it's like, how's it out there? I don't see it. It doesn't exist. So a lot of people, and that gets people discouraged. They want to give up on YouTube because I'm putting all this work in. I'm not seeing results. And I'm not saying give up. I'm just saying make sure you're holding down your 9 to 5, holding down your job, so you're not stressed out with life, because being stressed out with life is just going to immediately make you not want to make content. And then when you do make content, you're not going to have that energy. You're not going to have that enthusiasm because you're depressed, you're stressed out, you're frustrated, you're mad. Then you're comparing yourself to other content creators. Now it's kind of like a jealousy element. Now you're looking at, oh man, I wish I was doing those numbers. I wish my video did like that. So now you're dealing with all these emotions where you can't even focus on making the best video for your channel in your niche. The best advice is to hold down your 9 to 5, take that money and funnel it into your YouTube channel. Maybe you want better equipment. Maybe you want, better templates, fonts, and whatever you want to do to like boost up your YouTube channel. Like, you can use that money that way and pay your bills, and you won't be starving, because good example, I could literally title this video, "Hey, I'm living in my car now," and nobody would care. Literally nobody would care. The video would get 20 views and nobody would care. So it's like you gotta realize that like some things work for some people and some things doesn't work for other people. You know what I mean? Like, one of my favorite YouTubers is Casey. Casey Neistat. He knows he's like kind of peculiar looking, like kind of funny looking guy. You know what I mean? And he blew up on YouTube because his content, his vlogging was so top tier. His editing was so top tier. His storytelling was so good and top tier that you couldn't even ignore it. You couldn't even ignore. You was like, this dude just got it. Whatever it is, he has it. So, household YouTuber name now. He's like super famous. Actually works for YouTube now. You know what I mean? Like, look at all the hard work he had to put in. It's probably more sweet. His success feels better because of all the work he put in, but it wasn't easy, and it wasn't something that you can just replicate and like, oh, I got this nice DSLR camera, I'm gonna start vlogging and I'm gonna blow up like Casey. That's not gonna happen. That's just not gonna happen because, it's a little bit of luck, it's a little bit of talent, it's a little bit of everything. Everything has to click and lightning strikes, boom, and you're off to the races. But that doesn't happen to everybody. All you can do is protect yourself, especially in this economy. Everybody's broke. Everybody's struggling. You want to make sure you're good financially. You're in a good mind, good mental, good headspace. And, where you can make the best attempt at blowing up on YouTube. Because even if you're not in it for the money, you're in it for the career, the fame, the fun of it, the thrill of it. But I wouldn't even advise you to get addicted to the thrill of it, because then you're living and dying watching analytics. I remember a time where I was so stressed out because I just kept looking at analytics, like just kept looking. Oh, this video's not doing good. Oh, it was just stressing me out. Just looking at analytics. Oh man, this video's doing well. All this videos. At some point, you got to just believe in yourself, block out negativity, negative comments, and just go for it. But you also have to be smart and have a backup plan. I know people say, why have a backup plan? That means you're not sure if you're going to win, and you're not. No, with YouTube, like I said, you don't have full control of that. It's not your platform. YouTube could be like, hey, tomorrow you're done. You're out the partner program, and then you got to figure it out. You got to be smart about this YouTube thing and move smart. Save your money. If you are making some substantial amount of money on YouTube, definitely save it for a rainy day. Don't blow through it. Don't quit your 9 to 5. Don't quit your day job. Don't quit your night job. Keep your job and just keep grinding. That's all I got. I hope this helps somebody, and I'll see you guys on the next one.